Good morning. um, Energy all over the place. I went to bed feeling like this horrible, just like heartache and pain. 1 second. Yeah, like I was feeling just this like intense like heartache, and it was just a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And as I was shuffling, and I dropped this card, bashfulness, which it's the opossum and peony. And opossums, they play dead, they keel over or whatever. And so that card specifically talks about hiding and being like in fear, and just kind of think hermit, but like overstaying your welcome in hermit's mode or whatever, kind of being afraid to go out into the world. And this being a reminder to or the message being to make sure that you aren't hiding or playing dead or whatever in refuge or what have you, out of fear, to like know where it's stemming from for you. So I feel like that's pretty relevant for right now. Then we also have purification. Let's get two more, and then we're gonna get your energy. And I do think that this relates to love, in that, nope, we're gonna let it rock. Curiosity is the bottom here. We might shuffle again later on that, but we're just gonna let it rock. I do think this relates to being afraid within love. Being afraid within love for sure. But yeah, let's get your energy to confirm. Current energy of the collective, please. Jeez. Ooh, okay. Off rip, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So new beginnings, a new opportunity, bounty, harvest, meeting someone new, stable, security, abundance, potential. I did have a collective being afraid of their own potential, and I did a message very similar to that last night. So go check that out on my YouTube if you feel so inclined. Okay, then we have Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Cups. A lack of growth. Emotionally connecting. So there's a situation that is coming up that is going to need you to heed the call, which is pretty much what that message last night also talked about. There's some potential that is here, and we have the star at the bottom of the deck here. Healing, renewal, right? Where you're going to be asked to take a chance. Leap of faith sort of energy. Like that's what's going on within your energy at this time. And you're going to need to be kind of like emotionally sound, emotionally like in touch with your intuition, in touch with your gut, be empathetic, in flow, psychic, loving, just all around. Give love. Don't be so hardened. Be open, especially with the Ace of Pentacles. Like there's something within your energy that's calling you to be open, and I think somewhere within your energy, like you want that. Okay, and it's regarding, because we have the Knight of Wands reverse, Justice, and the Knight of Swords reverse. So it's regarding this energy of I see it says reckless, show off, daredevil, volatile, arrogant, unpredictable, holds a grudge, hyperactive, hasty, jealous, out of your depth, missed opportunities, rude, insincere, hopeful, sarcastic, out of control. But like this energy is balancing. So there's this opportunity here for someone to kind of seek forgiveness, to make amends, to show you that they are different, that they have learned, right? The cause and effect of their actions. And justice is very big with karma, right? So the karmic wheel is is at play here with this. And this is regarding something, some sorts at the bottom of the deck here that was kind of a dead end, a breakdown of a situation. But it's moving forward. 2 Wands here. Hierophant. That's a traditionalist, that's a ritualist, that's also a card of marriage, union, the high priest within the 5D. Queen of Pentacles reversed. And the Fool reversed. Kind of overprotective, overly controlling, an energy of do you hear that? Can you hear the sirens going off? That's really interesting. Let's get one more. Ooh, the World reverse here, delays. This was very much delayed. Lack of momentum, lack of completion, lack of closure here. But there is an opportunity that's coming here with this. And you're being asked to like get prepared here. The Hierophant can also be someone who is a conformist, right? Doing things by the book. Again, traditionalist. And that's why I feel like there's an opportunity for something to go right here. Especially with justice here as well. It's like it's a righting of wrongs. And it's like this, like cosmically, like there's being a course charted to go forward. After being in this like reckless energy, this perfectionist, overly controlling, like Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Fool reverse, like it's like overly ambitious, kind of like an over focus on work and being reckless and how this was handled, right? That's why this was stalled. There was a delay, lack of completion. So I don't think this is your energy. I think this is like what's coming up in your energy. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't feel like you were the Queen of Pentacles reverse here or the Fool. This is the situation, likely the other person. But it could also be that, you know, it's hardened you a little bit. And that's why you're being asked to be empathetic. Because now you're like overly work focused. You know what I mean? And maybe like, and maybe also you need to know that there's a plan over this because you're sitting in such like, I wouldn't call you foolish at this time, but impulsive, reckless, and that like very quick to shut things down. This like this paired with this gives me no nonsense, like no time for play, like no time for BS, just kind of, you know. And the Hierophant can be very rigid as well. Especially with like by the book, kind of like you had your chance and you lost it sort of energy. Do you get what I mean? And there needing to be like a decision. There like being a decision coming up on your energy, on how you're gonna handle this, how you're going to proceed. So we got the Three of Pentacles and then the Three of Cups reversed. the Chariot reversed, the Six of Swords reversed, but then we have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there. That's interesting. I want one more for Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Cups that fell right on top of the Queen of Cups. The Page of Cups is youthful, idealistic. It's your inner voice. It's a love offer, can be a sign of beauty, of romance. And that coming right under the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups reversed. Three of Pentacles is collaboration, right? It's synergy. It's working together, a meeting in the middle. But it also speaks to you, another, and the divine. You know what I mean? Like coming together in collaboration. And it could be that like that is what's happening after a time of like coming together for this love offer, after a time where there was a heavy like third party influence, where kind of a lack of focus, emotional entanglements. I wouldn't say cheating, but blurred lines is kind of coming to mind here with that. And it's just overall delay tactics, stalling, no momentum. Like this was like stuck in a rut, was not moving forward sort of energy. But Six of Swords reversed is trouble ahead, storm brewing. Hold on. But then we have the Eight of Cups reversed here. Staying for the wrong reasons, dishonest with self and others, and limbo. Hold on. Let's see. What we're going to get just a couple of like what happened in this connection. Okay, what happened in this connection? What went wrong? First card is healing. That doesn't make sense. Nourish. Heart fog and withdrawn. So I feel like this is the forward focus. Like this is the hope, this is the goal. And I feel like this is what went wrong. Mixed signals, friction, tension, causing one or more of you to be very withdrawn within this connection. Give me more on what went wrong. Just like two more. Divine Feminine. So it could have been you, Divine Feminine. But you know what did just come out? Twin Flame. So Divine Feminine and Twin Flame just came out. To see what were your shadows. I mean, if you're twins, shadows within this connection. Conflicted, ecstasy, hot and cold, chasing cheap thrills, curse. So a negative mindset, getting negative Nancy, conflicted, ecstasy, curse. One more. Family. But family fell right on healing and nourishment. So maybe now this person's looking at you. Maybe now you're reevaluating and you're seeing them as your family. Maybe a deeper love is coming over you. Hold on. Yeah, maybe a deeper love is like coming over you. But it could also be that like family were the third party influences that were in this. This feels like something's coming and coming soon. Yeah, confusion, causing a lot of confusion. So let's see what's coming next. What's coming next within the next week or two. Not both my lights going out. Honeymoon, I doubt that. Unless you yourself are just going on a vacation. Love spell. I'm not getting good energy from that. One more. Spirit's like, I said what I said. Okay. We've got confession, give it time, and date night, along with honeymoon and love spell. Look, don't get caught up in the ecstasy of this, and that could be a cycle for you guys, right? But we do have commitment at the bottom here. You guys are twin flames, right? Explosive sex is coming to mind. This could be something that you've been wanting for a while, right? This has been very stalled, very stuck. But don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in the honeymoon of it all, of the sexual tension of it all. Because there is a confession here that needs to take place. This is dead set in the center. There's some sort of confession here. And this has required a lot of time. And you're being called to give it time. But at the same time, it could be like, give it time because the divine is over this. Like, it's needed time, and also give it time even moving forward. But that be open to dating, right? Get ready to be wined and dined. I want to get a couple more on like what this confession is regarding. I can't believe both my lights went out. Oh, one did flip over. No, it didn't. Oh, yeah, it fell out. Jesus, guys. The sun reverse, count your blessings, play authentic self, permission, supremely optimistic, yes. Emotional, 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, emotional fulfillment, wishes come true, feeling good, happy, satisfied. Let's get, okay, a couple more. Sun reverse as confession that's coming through. Oh, but we do have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Looking ahead, positives out of the woods. Ooh, Temperance. Again, divine, like the divine at play. Kind of balancing this, bringing harmony to this. Strength reverse though. Inadequacy, self-doubt, weakness. And then 10 of Cups on its side. I feel like this confession is more of like a choice point for both of you. A choice on if this is going to be communicated, but also if you're going to choose happiness, if you're going to choose to move ahead. Like, there needs to be discussion on kind of the turbulence and the healing that has taken place, because remember, healing did come out. But you also had storm brewing. But also commitment. Okay, let's see. The storm brewing. What was that wanted to come out but didn't? Ooh, distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Well, we know that. What's this confession? I did say I was feeling heartache, and I woke up this morning, and as I was journaling, I was listening. I was hearing, I was hearing, and it like blew me away. Commitment again. I was hearing back to December. I'm so glad you made time to see me. How's life? Tell me how's your family? Your guard is up, and I know why, because the last time we talked, it's still burned in the back of my mind. You gave me roses and I left them there to die. So I mean, this could have been a bit of a ghosting sort of thing. We have shallow, then we have depth. The juxtaposition there. Exhaustion, commitment. Trapped. Shallow. Silence. Hollow, empty, boredom. Frozen, no words. Stonewalling. Depth. Chemistry. We know that. You guys, we know that, right? Exhaustion. You know what I'm kind of getting from this? Is that because of this person's own insecurities, like they took this to be something that was just sex, just a good time. Good time gal, good time guy. And kind of mistook the depth of this connection. Ran away from it, stonewalled you. Only took this as face value. We have spine at the bottom here. Exhaustion. Thinking. So this is mental turmoil. Commitment. So that's commitment twice. We had it at the bottom of the deck with the purple deck. And then only you. Interesting. I mean, hopeless. So I'm kind of getting, it's not bad. It's not bad. This connection. I'm pretty sure that was the healer, light worker. We're going to read the healer. The seed, the vessel, the storm. I just want 3 on the storm brewing. I know I'm all over the place. Autumn Equinox, I wanted to come out in the Page of Pentacles, but it didn't. Okay. Okay. We'll get back to that in just a second. We have the 3 of Swords, heartbreak, grief, disillusionment, sorrow. The 7 of Cups, unclear illusion, shiny toy, shiny object syndrome, all of that. Oh, what I meant to also say was I was hearing back to December, and then I was hearing Love Don't Live Here Anymore by Lady A. Because I've been doing fine without you, forgetting all the love we once knew. Girl, I ain't the one that slammed the door. Now you say you changed your thinking, but I ain't got a heart worth breaking or heart for breaking. So go and pick your bags up off the floor because love don't live here anymore. And then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So the storm, I'm not gonna lie. Because I do feel like I'm mostly always like talking to my feminines. Very rare do I just like pick up on a message for masculine energy. I'm not gonna lie, babe. I think you were the storm. I think you were kind of caught up in grief of a lot of other stuff that was going on in the background in your life. I'm hearing that. Two, like, either or. It could be that you felt very unsupported, because we did have this Ten of Cups sideways there. It could be that you felt very unsupported within this, and that caused you a lot of grief and sorrow. But it could also be that just the storm is the not like, I mean, yes, ramifications, but it's it was what was left, right? That's all that you were left with. And like wishing that had gone differently. And kind of like holding on to all of that with the Four of Pentacles there, like kind of like see, I was about to just like cross my arms, like just like chalking it up to be that, and just, you know, and not thinking that it could be anything deeper. Do you get what I'm saying here? And then Queen of Wands reverse here, like she's bossy, she's controlling, she's my way or the highway, right? Like it literally says that, my way or the highway. Too many irons in the fire, temperamental, pessimistic, demanding, not easily moved, strong-willed. And there's temperance over this. And strength reverse. I feel like this storm happened because you both had some growing to do. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm feeling like this was delayed for a reason on both ends, and I don't think you're quite ready to own up to your role in it. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. I don't know why I just heard that, but I did. Okay. To the archetypes. We're just gonna run through those really quickly. You see me struggling? Okay, the healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. When in light, self-contained, grateful, awake. When in dark, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease, but like dis-ease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is multi-layered. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. The seed. We'll put it all together. The beginning, the origin, the pearl. Beginnings come in many forms. They are not always a beautiful seed placed intentionally in nourishing soil. Origin stories, like any birth story, are complex, surprising, multi-layered, and usually reveal a central image or detail that represents the fully formed being. Simply stated, the end is present in the beginning, where the entire oak tree resides within the acorn. Whether you follow this imaginal theory or not, know that when this card appears, there is a potent generative energy all around. It stirs your very insides and usually results in an antsy, impatient feeling. Pay particular attention to what agitates you, as it is a sure sign of growth to come. You're bumping against a growth edge. It is from grit the pearl eventually comes to be. Generative, fertile, germinating, building. I feel like this was meant to like push you to heal, to be like a source of healing and a source of nourishment and love and compassion and grace. But you can only do that from being completely broken down, like so that you could put yourself back together. But this time from a place of authenticity, because I'm surprised the fault line didn't come out, because I mean, like what you were building was built on faulty grounds, like literally. The vessel, when in light, stable, strong, graceful; when dark, trapped, being in a bubble. The body, the container, the cup. The vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold our organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs, savings accounts protect our earnings. Even the plants, even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full, or perhaps there's no vessel at all and the contents spill in every direction? It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. I feel like you were the vessel that needed to be broken and repaired. And you were also the seed. You were going up against like grit to find the pearl that is within, to find your magic, to find your spark, to this is what you were needing to remember, return to, reclaim your healing ways. It's like you strayed so far from that. You were the storm, like your own internal, very confronting energy. And let's actually read the storm, because that's the last one out. The chaos, the whirlwind, the disorder. Possessing an energy much like the Tarot's Tower card, the storm undoes all that is. Everything that was known, solid, or relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer. No matter how far we've come on the path, no matter how our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. Their disturbing howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. If you try to fight it, if you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There, for a moment, you settle into the eye of the storm. Meaningful obliteration and annihilation. When light, when dark, meaningless disorder and dysfunction. The storm lays bare the truth that there are forces larger than you. This understanding is a relief, but also a predicament of power that requires your surrender. Where do we go from here? Okay, where do we go from here? The shadow, the desert. We embrace the shadow. You need to integrate your shadow. This is what this has all been teaching you. And that's how you're going to come into your divine feminine energy. It's almost like, I feel like confidence was an issue on both ends. It's almost like you didn't see yourself. Again, that's why you need to be broken down. Like, you didn't see yourself. And that's what the desert was for. Like, the desert strips everything away. There's nothing there. And so all there is for you to see the magic that is within you. Let's get one last one for this union, or potential union, for anything, for anything that might be coming next, actually. Of course, we get two. The flame and the unseen. So your inner fire, unseen forces. Your light. It's almost like this lights you up. It's going to help you see you. But like the spirit, the ancestor, the eternal. This is the unseen. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit it, and then doubt its existence. Though it rallies our attention time and time again, the energy of the unseen may come in many forms: a compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, or vision or message from a loved one who has passed to the other side. It's natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near, the eternal is present, the doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen, the sound may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. Something about this union is going to make you step into your power. And I feel like this is actually less about the union itself and what's coming next. Like, it's important for you to know this, but it's also important for you to understand what this union like asks of you. And it is to step into your power. And it is to surrender to the divine, surrender to unseen forces. And to let love in, give love a chance. Let's confirm these. This reading's all over the place, and that's okay. Honeymoon. Gambling, taking a risk. So it could have been at first, both of you felt like this was just a very risky situation. But it also could be just that you're about to have to take a risk with this, with going all in, with letting another honeymoon stage happen, but like a sustained one, right? Because commitment came out twice. Love spell, being bewitched. So this is a cycle for you guys. So this is something to overcome. This is like, there are like two separate messages here. You cannot get caught up in the sex appeal. I wouldn't be having sex off rip. I just wouldn't be doing that. When I feel like it's going to really cloud your vision, like your own sight, but also your vision within this relationship. Confessions. Health. Well, that is why Nourished and Healing came out. No, okay, that kind of makes sense now. So it could be that like there were health issues involved here, mental health, like physical health as well. Let's see, what were the two that, what were the four that came out? I put them away in the pile. I thought they were all in order, but it might not be. Oh yeah, they are. So it was healing, nourish, heart fog, divine feminine. That was the original things that came out under confessions. So it could be like confessing of like, you know, health issues and how they had to begin to start healing, or how you had to start healing, how there was healing that was needed. And it doesn't have to just pertain to like the divine feminine within this, like within this connection. It could just be, you know, both of you, like your own inner divine feminine energy, because a lot of just feminine energy has come out here, to be completely honest with you. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, even though it was reversed, like the strength, very feminine energy, Temperance, Queen of Pentacles reversed. So it could be just like both of you working on your feminine. And commitment again here. Give it time. Divine order, divine timing. Ooh, manifest. Okay, so manifestation is coming. Magic. Date night. Two came out. Gold digger, which I associate with being used, and yes. One more for that. Water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but also getting in touch with your emotions. What's this gold digger energy under date night? Rejection. So maybe like, you know, while you're dating, it's gonna come to light like how you felt like you were used and rejected, or maybe them. What is that? And then also hopeless actually did want to come out here. Where did that even go? I'm not grabbing that. It's emotional storm. I mean, yeah, over feeling used. I could see that. The emotional storm is a lot here. Like, this is kind of turbulent. Let's get a couple more. Go digger. We have the King of Cups reversed. He's manipulative. Wheel of Fortune beyond your control. Okay, King of Cups reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. Overly emotional, manipulative, moody, repressed, withdrawn. Challenges, external forces. Luck of the draw. Karmic lessons. Turning point. I mean, manipulative, emotionally unavailable, moody. So, I mean, it could have been that that's why you felt used. Maybe you felt like emotionally used. We do have the Empress here upright at the bottom. Let's get one more for the King of Cups reversed. And, ooh, Ten of Wands reversed. And the Wheel of Fortune beyond your control. Judgment reversed. Ten of Wands reversed and Judgment reversed. I see it now. I do think part of this was you. You guys are twin flames. You mirror each other. That's just the part of the journey, right? And like we actually had like twin flame come out. But divine feminine was the one that came out. Remember I just said I don't think it's specifically talking about like the divine feminine within the counterpart. That I also think that it was referring to just like the divine feminine energy within you both. I'm gonna have to pause here because my family's coming in, but I really think that like this King of Cups reversed energy, moody, emotionally unavailable, all of that was because they weren't in touch with their own feminine. And that is why this was beyond your control, because until they stopped and really got into that, this was stuck. And I think it was both of you. It was both of you. Let's get like just really quickly a surrender card, and I'm only just gonna show it and then be done, because again my family's coming in and I get a little bit nervous. Okay, what to surrender into as this germinates. That was metamorphosis that wanted to come out, but what did flip over? The cat and lavender, independence, your independence. Like, don't be blinded by this, which we knew. The other thing, loyalty. Independence but loyalty. It's like balance the two. The vulture and asphodel, upheaval. One more for upheaval. Success. So this is a storm. This is going to be a storm. This is going to be turbulent. But there's success here. You got this. I love you. Bye.